we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Look who I found. Lori, are you frozen?
No, you're frozen.
I'm frozen?
No, Lori's frozen.
I'm frozen?
Let it go. How does she see? Now you get to sing.
Let it go.
Let it go. Yeah.
Okay. Now you have the Carrie Lake effect, though, all fuzzy.
All pretty.
I didn't put it.
There we go. There we go. No, it may be my computer. I've pulled my big computer out so I can see the chat. Hello, everybody.
There's a joke in there somewhere, and I'm going to keep it family oriented.
Danny, Sheila.
Why keep it family oriented?
Because.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Gnome Show. We got Lori, the way of positive change. Yes, no, you're this, I'm this. Yeah, I can see everybody in the chat as I hold my.
Oh wait, I hear nothing.
Yeah, you're hear nothing.
I'm hear nothing. See nothing.
Lori's I speak nothing too much, and I don't see.
There it is.
Yeah. Yes. So Foggy said that Lori is pixelated.
Not on my thing.
But
well, she looks pretty good on my iPad.
Yeah. I don't know. And what's the matter with me trying to do something new on Mercury retrograde?
Well, sometimes it makes you stronger, Mercury retrograde.
Okay. I'll go with that.
It's called tug of war.
Yeah.
We're in tug of war season.
All right. So we got some stuff to talk about. I got some things. People obviously want to know about Mr. Pumpkinhead, whether he is going to be, whether he's going to even make it. A lot of people are really worried about what's going on with him. Judge Juan Merchan was in the news again. Everything's kind of quieted down, and now it's all ratcheting back up again. I saw Fani Willis was in the news today.
What's up with her?
Oh, it's just another delay tactic by one of Trump's attorneys, who is it's his birthday. And his wife's, he and his wife have a wedding anniversary. And so the attorney asked the judge if they could postpone the trial in Georgia so he could spend some time on his vacation. And Fani Willis goes, oh, hell no. And I think the judge said hell no, too.
Good.
There's somebody here, Annie Moore. She says, "Why does a mayor want to close Mar-a-Lago? Is that it? Is that? I haven't heard that."
Yeah, Rose Blue said that Midas Touch was talking about that.
That the mayor wants to close down Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. Look at me and my high-tech stuff. Look at that.
Wow. Fancy, bougie. Ooh. All of a sudden, you're a bougie.
Bougie. So I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Close it down permanently?
He's not supposed to be living there because it's a club. So that has to be zoned commercial, not residential.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe it stems all back to that. I was away, so I don't know. Yeah,
it's funny because we were just talking about that in my household. Okay. Why is he still there? Why does he get to live there? And it seems odd. Maybe he should move in. Doesn't his kids all live around there?
All in different places, yeah.
Down in Florida?
I don't know. I don't know where Eric is. I know Don Jr. bought a place down here. I know on the other coast. I know Ivanka did. Yeah.
So let's read on it. Let's see if
Here's a little bit of information on it so that we can get a little bit of
Okay.
a bead on it. It says it says Donald Trump may be too much for Palm Beach, Florida to deal with. The town is reviewing legal options, including closing his Mar-a-Lago country club to help residents feel safe following the assassination attempt against Trump last month. Since then, the Secret Service has closed the main roads to the club, South Ocean Boulevard with security all around it, the properties local. They're wanting it to close because apparently it's going to be a hot spot.
Okay.
Well, isn't that really? I just did a remote view and I just posted a video before we got on here. I just did a remote view, and in that remote view, I saw Mar-a-Lago and something ripping its tiles up, like something went right through it, and the tiles are going everywhere, ripping right through it.
Was it a shark?
Could have been
A shark in the pool?
maybe. Well, I was thinking maybe a pew pew, but or something ripping right through the building, and all the tile in there just going everywhere.
Well, and nothing, no bad things about sharks, but it could be a hurricane.
It could be.
I mean, it could, but we don't wish that on anyone, of course.
No, of course not.
We don't.
But I think it's a shark.
We'll call it a shark. We'll call them sharks.
No, we won't. Sharks.
He might have a shark and a boat, electric boat in the pool.
Yeah.
A little. What do you call the little escape boats off the ships? The little dinghies.
A little dinghy.
A little escape pod.
All right. So the question is what's happening, or is it going to get closed?
Yeah, let's just look at Mar-a-Lago and is it going to be? Are they going to shut it down? Is there going to be a shark that rips through it or something?
What happens to Mar-a-Lago? Will it continue as a club? Does it stay open? Does it get eaten by a mechanical shark?
Sharknado.
Oh my God, Foggy said the documents got clogged.
And you never know what comes out of those sewers. It's just like, ooh.
I was watching a document on your water problems down in Florida and how the water naturally funneled down into this little gully thing and out into the ocean to where it filtered out all of the impurities, but Florida has blocked it and it's now going to the sides and they're having problems with the dam. And I was like, woo!
Well, actually, the Losum project just went through, and so that should be all resolved.
Oh, good.
No, because the water will flow south to the Everglades again.
Yeah, that's what they said, that the Everglades was the filter.
Yeah, Losum just, when I posted on Facebook, that brought me pure joy.
Oh, good, good, good.
Because it took 5 or 6 years, 7 years to get that to go through.
All right.
I can't wait to see what you guys got.
I got really good cards.
Good cards to close it down or keep it open?
What is, I don't know if you can see that. It's
Tower?
The tower.
Mm-hmm.
I got Walking Away, and I got the Ace of Wands, which is my big stick card. They're going to get some news that is going to, I think it's going to take, I don't know if it's going to take a while, but I mean, the tower says no. The tower says fast. But I think they're going to get some news that it's got to shut down. I'm going to pull some more.
What's your outcome card?
Oh, I just pulled 3.
Oh, okay. I also got really bad news for him. It's bad. I also got the tower.
Ooh.
They are trying to find a solution for this. And, this could also be an intruder for entertainment purposes. And then there's here and there's going to be an issue. There's things coming very, 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 very quickly. So there are problems there, there are big problems there.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of luck. There's a big problem.
Let me do.
Okay. So you guys got the towers and I got death. So
I think Danny got death too.
Did you get the death?
No, I didn't. No.
All right, I made it
I got
up
walking away.
Okay.
So, and then I got the star. The star is always that one little thing. Either it could be a positive star or it could be difficulties, right? And the star, things under the star, difficult phase, things like that. And I think we're looking at the difficult phase and the new beginning of the difficult phase. Now, I had to pull another clarifier, and it is literally the Four of Swords. Like something has to be shut down. Something is really bad going on there. I got there's more. So you know how people will set their homes on fire to get the insurance?
Or you could flood the computer room.
Yeah. That's the feeling of it, that he needs to get before the insurance goes down or before he can't afford something, he needs to get his money out of it. And they're like, there's a big old hoopla coming around. Now, these people over here are honest. They want to take it down. He might take them up on it.
Wow.
Kind of a thing. Something's going on. Of course, there's always going to be a little scam going on. But
yeah.
That's what I scam. And it doesn't feel like in the next month or something like that, but pretty dang soon.
I got quick cards. Like quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I got the King of Pentacles when I did a full spread. I got the Devil card. I got something along the lines of money too. So like he's going to do something so that he can make money off of it. I got the Ten of Swords, and the final outcome card was the Five of Wands. And in this card, Sheila, when you said something about fire, this card is all about, it's got a little fire thing on it. So it's just heated rhetoric, but I don't know. That to me looks like, I don't know. And I got legal stuff I don't know where I got that from, but I got the Queen of Swords. And this Queen of Swords, she is a childless cat lady, even though it doesn't show. No, I'm not kidding. And she like took the sword and chopped some dude's head off.
I remember that queen in your deck. That deck. They are going to have there is going to be a problem, and something is going to happen, and it's going to happen quickly because I got that tower wasn't upright. It was like the challenge. So there could be some sort of malefic incident.
Yeah.
And a mechanical shark.
There could be a very, very, very active mechanical shark that goes right through it. I get that, I also get that feeling of, I'm going to destroy it before they can take it. That kind of a revenge.
Oh, yeah.
It could be.
Yeah. They'll have nothing. It won't be worth anything.
Yeah, I'll show them.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah. And there could be a storm. It could be. I hope not, but it could be. I vote for the shark personally, but
I vote for the mechanical tuna. Because they're really fast.
Okay.
Yeah, really fast. All right.
What's next?
Well, since let's keep going with this knucklehead. Let's look And what do we see happening on the 18th in Judge Juan Merchan's courtroom? So September 18th, he was in the news again with Trump keeps trying to tell him that his daughter compromised him and he can't make a fair decision. The judge keeps slapping that down. That's the third time Trump's lawyers have said, you need to recuse yourself. This is a sham. And the judge pretty blatantly and clearly and loudly said, stop with this. And then just today they filed another one to try to get the sentencing pushed back. So it's just a bunch of whiny crybabies. And the judge, I think, is going to say, oh, hell no. So he's going to rule on something on the 16th and he's going to sentence on the 18th. So let's just look at what's going to go on the 18th in his courtroom.
What goes on September 18th in Judge Juan Merchan's courtroom?
What goes on? It might be crazy. Ooh.
What have you got?
Might be crazy. Huh. I wonder if Trump is going to be, after this, is going to be thinking about, it's time to go overseas. Time to move. In the past, I have giving and receiving money. Did he actually pay somebody? No. Because this was all about, Stormy Daniels and stuff. Someone's going to have heartbreak. And I got Joe Biden as the final outcome card, the King of Cups, nice and calm. I got a celebration. It's going to be wild. The near future, it's going to be, I got the Knight of Cups. So the information, I think Trump's lawyer is going to be throwing a lot of spaghetti at the wall, a lot of different noodles. And I think they're going to try for some magic, but it's not going to work. So I didn't get any prison cards that I normally think of prison, but I do think that something not good is going to come down. It's going to cause him a lot of pain. And then I also got that card, the Justice card. So.
Well, we didn't ask if he would be sentenced to jail.
No, what was going to go on in the courtroom.
Well, it's going to go on in the courtroom.
And I think it's going to be a little crazy, little fireworky. And I think someone's going to get their little baboon heart broken. Yeah, and they're going to try to spin it, of course, but all right. So I think it's going to be, I think there's going to be cause for celebration with the three of cups too. So right next to the Joe Biden card, I think the rule of law is going to prevail.
You want me to go ahead and go, or?
Yeah.
I went ahead and did a full Celtic cross, but I won't explain the whole thing. I'll give you the little gist of it. So my first two up was Ace of Wands and money. So they're having lots of problems with money and paying lawyers and getting things done. That is their burden. The burden is the money with the Trump. And I also got from the top to the bottom, so I had the Page of Wands, which is creative talent, but whatever their creative talent they're throwing at the judge is not going over well. Like he's putting it down, putting it down, putting it down. I also have juggling the finances again and fighting. So there's a lot of going on with that. Something is offered and not taken. I'm trying to figure out exactly what that is. Something is offered, not taken. I don't know if it as I'm reading this, I'm kind of feeling the Trump's losing his mind. Can we just put him in a psych ward for a little while?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like they have to spin it some type of way. And I got the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups initially is always happy feeling, happy family. But there's one more little thing, and there's a little thing down here, being aligned with your true nature. And that's the Ten of Cups as well, being aligned with your true nature. So is Trump going to be aligned with his true nature? Because I get the moon and the delusion.
Yeah.
The moon, the fear, and the fantasy of what he thinks he is. And then the final is the judge puts tears his life down. It's a tearing of his life down. Whatever that is, the confinement or whatever, something happens so bad that it tears his life down.
So the Tower was your outcome card, or the Queen of Swords?
The Tower was the outcome card with the clarifier with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, the professional. The professional is going to take care of it. So, what did you guys get?
I got well, Danny went. So I got the Four of Wands on its side. So something about Mar-a-Lago. I got some of the same cards that I shuffled really well. And I feel like he might be able to use something that happens. Maybe it is a storm. Maybe something else that happens there, like an excuse or moving the courtroom or something. There's going to be some change. It's because there's things will move swiftly with Trump, and they will happen, and it's going to be an upset, and everything's going to be an upset. So my outcome card for this is the Tower.
Wow.
So it's not good. He may get his wish with another little delay or a problem because of what happens with Mar-a-Lago, or something that may happen to one of his kids or something. I'm not quite sure what this is. It's like he thinks he is okay, and then everything goes poop.
Yeah. Yeah. I got one of my clarifiers was the Magician, which kind of makes me think too that, he's going to try to flip something, or it's going to go along as like we're on track A and then it's going to flip to track B. So it's, I'm not completely sure that it's, that they're going to sentence him, put him in jail, or do anything like that. But it's interesting. You guys both got the Tower card at the end.
Something changes that's in with this. Something changes.
Yeah.
We can ask what it's. You decide what we're asking.
Yeah.
No.
Let's
Throw it out there. Throw it out there, Lori.
Let's ask. What is the sentencing going to be?
Yeah. Does it get sentenced to house arrest or
let's see
jail?
if we can find.
What is the verdict? What is the verdict from Judge Juan Merchan?
Judge Merchan. What's the verdict with Judge Merchan?
That man absolutely knows when Kamala Harris wins the election, they're heading for him.
Yeah.
Nothing that's going to keep him out of prison. A man that should have been in prison years ago for all that he has done to women and children. I can get on a big old high horse right now.
You guys go.
I'm still flipping. And I don't understand this. I don't understand. I'm going to let you all go first.
Well, it's not like we're dealing with somebody where there's common sense involved.
Okay.
Go, Sheila.
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
Mine are pretty heavy. Okay. So just work through this. So I get the 4 swords of the 10 of pentacles, meaning his money is going down to nothing. I bet he doesn't have much of nothing. So money is a devastating blow to him. And money keeps on coming up again for this court case. And but I get the death and the judgment. One, I did a mini Celtic cross, a small one here. So the death is on top and judgment is on the bottom. So I don't know if the end of judgment or that's his end. He's done. It's over. He can't do anymore, because I also get the 8 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. No more money, no more going forward, no more, walking away. You have to get out of this. You have to get out of the race. You have to stop. Something gets stopped. Like in a big way.
Yeah.
What do you guys have?
Go ahead, Lori.
I think that his health isn't that great right now, already right now. I think he's had 2 Ronnie Jackson Johnson things to swallow that didn't go very well. And then too many Big Macs on top of the chasers. And I think he has to go for an appointment. He is looking at alternative places. So he's looking at Dubai or other places. And if he has a problem with Mar-a-Lago, he doesn't want to stay at Bedminster, and someone really should chain him right to the grave out there by the golf course. But I just feel like he's gonna Marshawn is trying to be kind and thinking, all right, well, maybe I'll just let him, be chained at home. And then Trump is like, nope.
Oh.
I don't want that. And do I need to go somewhere? But it isn't any, I'm not getting that it's anything terrible. It's like, we'll do this until this happens, and then we might revisit, or, just like, but Trump's not happy with it.
Yeah.
That's clear.
Yeah. So I got, Trump is not happy with it, but I get, and there's a lot of uncertainty with it. At the top of the reading, I get the Moon card. So there's a lot of things that are going to be coming up for him. I do have the 4 of Pentacles, and in this deck, it looks like he's sitting in a prison. I do have the 8 of Swords, restriction, and at the underlying energy of the deck, I got the 9 of Wands, which is also a restricted card, even though he could move with this 9 of Wands energy. I get him really thinking that he needs to move with the Fool card. He's, whatever this is, I see him hooking up with his authoritarian friends somewhere that he's got some relationship with. And he's really thinking about making that, and then something happens really, really fast.
What card is that, Danny?
What's that?
What card was that?
That was the 8 of Wands.
Oh.
8 of Wands, really fast. He gets some big news that comes out of the blue, and it's like, and maybe this is it, where he didn't expect it, and off he goes on a new fool's journey. So I think he could be faced with jail time, but he's thinking of moving. And maybe this 4 of Pentacles is stay in Mar-a-Lago. home confinement. I've
No.
never seen him in jail as much as I'd like to.
I have seen him in jail. I've seen him confined and not moving. However, that also could be death. But anyways, entertainment purposes only. I just felt like maybe, and I'm going to run this by you guys. Sheila could be just off a rocker again, but I just felt like he sentenced him to jail or sentence him, but you don't have to report until after the election. And that's where the confinement keeps on coming in. He's not going to be taken at that point in time. He doesn't like that idea. And then, what do you think?
Yeah, I have thought that. I've thought that a lot. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, you have to report November 6th.
Yeah, we'll just delay the sentence.
Yeah. Win or lose.
Right.
Yeah, you could be you could absolutely definitely. And then maybe he can just take Epstein's plane and go to his island, wherever Epstein is.
How did he get a hold of Epstein's plane? And why does he have Epstein's plane?
Oh, it's just a coincidence. Come on now.
I think that was like creepy. The most creepy thing out of all of this is he's flying around in
Epstein's plane.
I think that's right up there with.
Who gave him permission to do that?
What's that?
Well, so supposedly somebody that contributes to his campaign purchased Epstein's plane. It wasn't for him. He wasn't buying it for a friend.
No.
He wasn't buying it for a friend.
No.
How does Trump know the guy who purchased? I mean, the triangle is just tight. The triangle
was Billy Barr.
Who would want to purchase a sex trafficker's plane? That is in the up and up. Huh?
For entertainment purposes only.
Purposes only.
Yes.
I did not say that.
What'd you say?
I didn't say that. Someone who she said who would like to buy that plane. I said who would want to be in it? Someone that did that.
Yeah.
Somebody
is perfectly okay with that energy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That plane should have been destroyed.
Yeah, because there's not enough smudge.
Nope. There's not enough of anything that can clear that energy.
Ugh. Nasty. All right. We're going to switch gears.
Oh, good. I'm going to use my little tool to change the.
All right. So we're going to go to some community questions.
All right.
Yeah. Karen E. She said hi. Maybe we just leave it there. Just hi. Because then she asked a question about if Trump is going to make it to the November. I know that we're back on this knucklehead.
We can ask.
And if he's going to be on the ballot, if he's not going to be on the ballot, who's going to take his place?
Yeah,
is it JD Vance? Because it's not. It just doesn't go to JD Vance. They would have this either a mini convention, which they're not going to do, or there's going to be a lot of backroom shenanigans, which there already is, and they're already doing that. So
I don't know. Somebody that is in the political, like legal jargon would have to explain it to me. Can they do that? Would it be legal to do that? They could easily claim health issues, and that would be a way out.
Sure.
And I know legally that is a way out, and then JD Vance would move up to being the president-elect. But do they want him to be the president-elect?
No, not automatically.
Yeah, well, he's already on the ticket. You see what I mean? He's already on the.
They could keep him as vice president. He certainly doesn't have enough experience.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. But he would be able to tap into any of the donations, just like they did with Kamala Harris. She's already on that.
Right.
So, and he would have to somehow, some way pick a new VP. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Somebody that has some really serious good knowledge about that. I could guess all I want, but I really honestly don't know.
Yeah.
But I would like to know if he's going to make it too, if they're going to replace him.
Okay. I looked it up, and from what I looked up, and this was when they were talking about Biden dropping out, and it was still, even if Trump dropped out too for some reason, and they explained the different scenarios of it, and JD Vance was already the VP pick. And so they didn't talk about the money like they were talking about with Biden and Harris, and I'm assuming that's the same, but they'll just have to get the votes to switch all that money over to the new ticket. And I think that they can finagle that fairly well.
Well, they have
mango.
to know. They have to know that JD Vance would not be a good pick. They would have to know that.
Yeah.
But then again, we are
That's
talking
very
about,
smart, so they would have to know that. Oh, maybe they wouldn't have to know that.
well, somebody says maybe they'll kick JD Vance off and pick a new VP.
Well, let's just see if Trump, what y'all get for if Trump is going to make it and be on the ballot for the presidential.
I'm gonna use my
physically.
situation.
Is he going to make it physically? Because I think the ballots are printed.
Okay.
But I mean, is he going to make it physically? Will he leave? What happened? Will he make it to the election?
Will he make it to the election? For the Republican Party, will he be the president?
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about cleansing that cleansing that plane.
What'd you get?
I got cleansing. Cleansing that plane. Cleansing. I'm using my situationals right now. That just cracked me up.
Lori, did you go? There's there was a long pause there, and I'm like, oh, that's good TV. That's good entertainment. Just be quiet.
Well, we were in deep meditative shuffle.
No, I know, and I was too. So I'll go since I threw this. I got so many major arcana cards.
Wow.
So this is kind of a big deal. At the top of the reading, I got the government, the Hierophant card. Is he going to be on the ticket? It still feels like it's up in the air, and he knows what he's up against. I got the Three of Wands, and it's being challenged or crossed by justice. So he's really worried about his legal issues. I got something coming again really fast with the Eight of Wands from his past that's going to give us a new emotional start. Internally, he thinks he's still going on. Oh, there we go. Internally, he still thinks he's all that and he's the emperor. But externally, I got the Queen of Wands. Somebody's going to bring out some more information. And this is my Kamala card, the crazy cat lady card. I have strength in the hopes and fears. And here's where I get lost with it, that I'd have to do a little deeper. I got the Six of Wands. I got the Seven of Swords. And then I got the Knight of Cups, which I don't know. I think he's, I'm not quite sure. I think he's leaving. I don't think he's going to make it. I'll just, if I have to say yes or no, I don't think he's going to make it on the ticket.
I get I definitely get a problem. He doesn't want to be there for the sentencing. This is huge. And there is going to be an announcement made by a man, by the King of Pentacles, whoever that is. And that's actually, that King of Pentacles is my outcome card. So somebody, and Trump is definitely not the King of Pentacles. He's anything but me. I mean,
Right.
he might be the reverse, but I just, before I get that, there's big problems here. So, and like you said, Danny, the news is just going to change constantly. It's just going to be this and then that and then this and then that, and we're just like, whoa, you know. Whereas JD Vance, I mean, he does have money, and he may end up, you know, deciding, all right, I'm going to step down. Maybe somebody else can have it. I don't know, but there's big problems here. There's big problems. Mm-hmm. Before we get there, big problems.
It's just, yeah, and this Knight of Cups for me, it just looks, this guy's riding on a dragon in water. So it's just like the emotions are going to be crazy. This is a time where you just back away from it, and if you're watching the news, don't take anything like, oh, it's going to happen, because it's going to change all the time. It's not going to be, we're not really going to know what's going on.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I just keep getting that sentencing is going to have something to do with it. Because I'm getting the same cards. I got the same cards with Mar-a-Lago, and I got the same cards with the sentencing. And it's just like the same cards. They're going to make him an offer, and then he's not okay, and then something happens, and then the whole thing changes, and then it's another hour, and then a whole nother announcement.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are beginning the tower and all that. I literally got death again. I have a card that says coming together with death. Okay? This is entertainment purposes only. Ending could be the ending. I'm not talking he's going to literally like gone. But the ending is here. The ending is right in front of us. Whatever Trump is laying down, whatever he's been doing, however he's going to be able to do it, there is an ending to all of it. Something is really seriously ending. And then I got the cleansing. Like I said, I got the cleansing on that. And then I get the strength. So the inner strength is also calming your demons. Like cleansing the country, cleansing calming the demons. Everybody's angry. This cleansing kind of subdues the anger. Something, whatever happens, subdues the anger in this country. And then the Page of Cups, which is the new horizon, he writes about it. He writes about the new era. He writes about whatever is going to happen. This is going to be noteworthy, or whatever is going to happen in this country is going to be that. And then we get an interlude, and then there's going to be new choices that have to be made.
Wow. Okay.
Exactly. I'm like,
doesn't Project 2025 have this secret pillar, like the fourth pillar, that people are going, how come you're not publishing that? Yeah. How come you're not publishing that section of the document?
Yeah. So this is going to be noteworthy. Whatever. I wish that the universe could spell. I wish we could read a letter and say, this is what's going to happen. This is exactly what's going to happen. All we can do is get impressions and energy and outcomes of what our cards are trying to tell us as it's coming in. I don't know about you, but that's how it works for me.
Yep, that's how it works.
And I think there's one more thing here that is occurring to me, that the MAGA bots, the MAGA people that bought into his Truth Social, I feel like they were celebrating like, oh, I'm going to get some stock in that. I'm going to get some stock in that. And that's tanking horrifically. And he is able to get his hands on it. He can take his money out in September. And so in September, there could be the griftus. And that could be like, you take I've already given you so much, and you take this, and they're just like, I'm not interested in you anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
What was that one company that did exactly that, where they had everybody buy in the thing, and then all of a sudden they collapsed, they took their money and left, and all of
GameStop.
what was it?
GameStop.
It was another one. It was back in the 90s, I think.
Enron.
Yes, Enron. Remember that whole story about Enron where they did the exact same thing? They blew everything up. Everything's wonderful. Everybody bought into it, and then they took their money and left. That's what it feels like.
Wow, Lori, I think you got it right there.
Yeah. So when you were talking about that, that was exactly what I thought of as Enron. Yeah, the pump and dump.
Pump and dump.
Pump and dumps Trump.
There's no way he's not going to take that money, even if he thinks he's going to flee. He's going to take it. He he doesn't care.
It's already gone. I mean, he's got not what you were talking about, but he's already got so much money offshore, overseas. Yeah. You know, and when I read these cards, there's a level of innocence that I just don't understand the depravity that he is working with. And so when I read the cards, sometimes I miss this stuff because he's like going down this total negative, grifting, stealing path. And I'm not even aware of how that can be. So I miss certain things. But I'm glad, Lori, that you picked it up.
Well, that's probably just a hair on that mechanical chart.
Yeah. All right, I am going to go to, this is Jan Page. We're going to really switch gears here. Okay. How can we be supportive energetically to the Democratic convention starting next Monday?
That's a wonderful question.
And it's positive. There's supposed to be a lot of solar flares. How y'all feeling with those?
And that full moon in Aquarius is on the 19th, the first day, and it's supposed to be challenging.
Yeah.
Solar flares.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Big class, M class flares, I think. So
what does that mean?
Well, it's just energy coming out of the sun. Okay. That is hitting us, and it can affect our communications and our satellites. And even though, you know, most people talk about the satellites and the communications it affects, it's got to affect our electrical network in our body as well. And so I know that I get all weird and tired, and
I always feel like have you ever, I don't know if you guys have, this is the best way to explain it. Sheila, use your words. Is when you walk through, I'm gonna sound crazy here, but I don't care. When you walk through a ghost.
You were gonna sound crazy?
When you walk through a ghost.
When you walk through a ghost, that's what it feels like to me. When you just literally you're walking, you're like, oh, I knew that was somebody. You get the impression of somebody, you get the feeling of somebody, and like you just know, you just walked right through one.
Sort of get that slime, like you get slimed.
Well, yeah, but the energy from the sun is more powerful, I think. Energy is cleansing, so it's like, how many rays can I walk through? There's another one. Let's go, because it's cleansing. And that's when we should put out our crystals. We should put out everything, because the flares just literally just take that energy right through us. And that's what it feels like to me. You know.
Do I need higher than the SPF 30 for this, or what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Once you go over like SPF 30, it doesn't really matter anyway. So
okay.
Yeah, it's all noise after 30.
Elon Musk needs to worry because all his satellites are up there. And his Twitter feeds won't work right. They'll be disrupted.
All right. So she wants to know, how can we help the positive energy?
Yes.
All right. We need to play a lot of music.
Do we need cards on this? Because I don't think we do.
I know for me, it's just not, don't fall into the propaganda. For me, it's like, don't fall into the propaganda in your own head, like there's something wrong. Do you know how when something goes on in your life and you feel something, your energy shifts, all of a sudden we, as humans, I don't know, or as Americans, we always go to the dark side. Something's wrong. And
Yeah.
don't fall into that. Just acknowledge, oh, this must be the flares, and just kind of move on through life and be okay with whatever the strangeness is. Strange is okay sometimes. Strange is okay.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah. Lori?
I'm asking, what can we do to help stay positive? And the Sun card came out, so that means be in the energy of play. And that is the Sun. You're asking about the Sun, so embrace our inner child. Send love for her. Send love to. Don't. Okay, so something gets sort of like tilt-a-whirl kind of energy or something, and so try not to get bruised. Buckle in your tilt-a-whirl, in your seat. Grab the wheel and bring a Band-Aid. But you got to just okay. So I'm always saying this. It's like, every single day is your birthday. Pretend that every single day is your birthday. Let's celebrate. We're celebrate. You know how they're always saying, marry the emotion to the feeling, to the outcome you want to have, and then we can get clear on what we want, and we can have it. We got and do it together. Do some together meditations, or join in a light hand holding thing, or yeah.
Yeah, I go back to letting go of the fear, because they're going to try to whatever it is, the news cycles are going to try to manipulate and get the best headlines to get the most clicks and watches, and there's going to and money, and there's going to be bots, and we have a choice whether we can be happy or sad about, and or we have a choice as to what we can watch or not watch. So what you were saying, Lori, about making the positive choice of sending out love and light versus hanging on to the fear and spreading hate, that will help. And when we hear something negative coming out of the news cycle, don't buy into it. It's just, it'll all work out. I don't know anybody. The energy that I pick up is that Kamala and Tim Walz are going to win big. As long as we vote, as long as we get out and vote. We have to do our part. But so this little time frame, the convention, we just send them out a lot of positivity and a lot of love, meditations, and don't make our choices really clear. We can change it.
Yeah, we need to hold our own prayer, work together, hold hands, our own gathering, focus, because when we focus in numbers, our energy rises, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I want to know? Speaking of all of that, I've been hearing some rumors out of Florida that there's a lot of good turning blue. I'm like, there's no way. What do you think, Lori?
I have seen less Trump signs. I walk a lot, so there's less Trump signs. I do not know of any boat along Trump boat parades. I
I
do not
forgot
know.
about them.
I do not know of any. I have not heard it. I do not know of anything like that. I'm actually seeing cardboard. I'll post it. There's cardboard pictures of Kamala's face. People are actually putting. They actually had Biden Harris the cardboard yard signs, and they just cut Biden out, and they put the Harris sign Harris and her. I'll see if I can find that picture for you. But yeah, so there's some
shifting going on. I mean, the fact that that one time, I don't know what were they doing, but that whole park or whatever, they did a whole what was it called down there where they did it at the old people's park?
At the villages.
The villages, yes, the villages. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody remembers words. Yeah, at the villages, that whole thing. I watched that whole thing go down, and everybody was. It was shocking, and also lots of footage of it. Let's read and see what Florida's doing right now.
Lord. This is what Florida's doing right here. Can you see that?
I'm impressed.
Oh yeah.
They have her head right there. They cut off the signs. It's hysterical. And there's like 8 heads, 2 sign and 8 heads. This is on my walk. I'm like, yes, I had to take
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the boat parades. I forgot all. I'm gonna have to ask my hillbilly brother because he lives on the Lake of the Ozarks, which is mega.
Missouri, yeah.
Right. So
misery. I've been to the Lake of the Ozarks. It's really pretty down there.
It is very pretty.
I like the Crystal Lake where you can see all the way down to the bottom, but yet it's 50 feet. You know what I mean?
Wow.
At Lake Ozark?
Lake Ozark, it's like you can see, but it's like really deep.
You know why? So when I grew up there, you couldn't see, but zebra mussels clean the water.
Is that a true statement?
Yeah, it's a very true statement.
Really? I know. I went back there. It was probably 30 years ago, and we went to the Lake of the Ozarks. That was back when they had the duck that ran into the water, the little duck thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's a different lake, I think. I think that's a different lake.
Something with a panal, something. Anyways, there was a lake where they had a great big, huge rock shelf that you could look out, and the rock shelf went out for quite some time, and you could see the rock shelf, but it was like 20 feet deep. It was like really deep. It was amazing.
I'm a zebra.
I'm a zebra.
All right, so the question is Florida turning more blue? Will there be
okay,
more?
Yeah, let's get back to Florida. The Ozarks are pretty.
Zebra girl wants to go. No, you get back to zebras.
Florida's feeling grief. Do you know anything about that? Why would Florida be feeling some loss and some grief and regret?
Well, they just got hit by a hurricane up in the northern part of the state, and a lot of people in Sarasota, there's a lot of people flooded.
Yeah,
it wasn't good.
Wow, I'm gonna go ahead and read because I just got all of mine down, but I literally got the grief. They're sick and tired of the tower, the falling, and the everything like that. Their emperor is giving them heartbreak. So whoever it is, they're transitioning.
Well, that would be DeSatan and Rick Scott and Rubio.
Yeah. That's amazing to be. I mean, I don't want the people of Florida to be feeling like that, but sometimes that's what it takes. Remember that loss will bring you to a new, lightened place.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they're feeling. They're feeling the loss, the despair, and they're tired of it.
What did Danny get?
Danny got that there is going to be a balance, and my final outcome for Florida is my Joe Biden card. Wishes come true, and this is the completion of a cycle in the government.
And you got the government?
Yeah, the Hierophant. Yep.
I got that as my outcome card.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So Not that it's going to be a smooth ride, a smooth transition, because I got this Knight of Cups again, which is. But I think there's also going to be some legal issues that come up that kind of turn the tide a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. And I think people that were not paying attention, that maybe got mega disillusioned, I think the stuff that's coming out in September and the time end of this month, September is going to be a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that people are looking more towards the future. You know, and then, you know, there's still the devil here and coins, but they want things. There's some evangelical stuff going on, but they want their girls and their granddaughters, because abortion is on the ballot here in November.
Yeah, good.
They want rights to move forward.
Yeah, it's, you know, the abortion is on the ballot in a number of red states that I think it's. I mean, they're going to get people out to vote for that, and they're going to vote down ballot and up ballot. While they're there, they might as well, you know, vote. Yeah.
And I think it's so. Oh, Judy, thank you for donating.
Thank you, Judy.
Hey, Judy. I think too. Sometimes I hear people say, "Oh, it's about the girls having the right to have health care, and what if you have an ectopic pregnancy, and what if they need abortion or something like that?" And I'm like, well, do any of you guys have? Do any of you people have boys? Do you want your boy to get trapped into a forced marriage, or to pay money to the child that they made a mistake? You know, I mean, what if they had a one-nighter and after an all-nighter, and you know, I mean, don't you want to protect your boys too?
What does that happen, Lori? Is that just a Florida thing? I've never heard about, you know, something like that happening.
Well, you hear something that somebody told me a long time ago, a spiritual teacher told me, was with abortion. Because, you know, I flopped back and forth because I was religiously raised, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I wouldn't have an abortion, things like that. It was like really jacked up in my head. And she told me, she goes, Sheila, do you think every person has a spirit? And what they cannot do is remove the spirit of that body. That spirit will just go to another body. The spirit will never die. And it just made so much sense to me. It says, this is just flesh. Just like when people die, the spirit goes to another place. That little spirit is going to go find another. But I swear to you, I am in full belief that I went uterus shopping when I was ready to come down to earth. And I was uterus shopping to somebody who had a good uterus, and I was able to get into that body and be there. But I can have easily have gone to another one, you know, because that's the way the spiritual and energy really, really works. So it's not they're concentrating on this flesh, and they should be concentrating on the spiritual aspect of it, which is everything is fine. There's nothing wrong. So
there's nothing. I like that. There's nothing wrong with uterus shopping.
That's right.
But you know, the other thing too, you know, okay, since we're all like on a little soapbox, we got to look at the kid too. We got to look at what family, what's the environment that you're bringing the family in. Somebody that doesn't want, can't afford.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't even want to pay for school lunches.
They really could care less what environment that baby is going to be birthed into.
No. They just want it to work. Raise it to work. Raise it to wait on us and to work.
Yeah,
and make houses and
They did. They just like, well, even if 5 of those babies out of 10 get to adulthood, they can get into the workforce, and we will still be rich. That's you know, they're odds. They're like good odds. They're good. Those are good odds.
Yeah.
You know, like a whole bunch of turtles hatching on the thing. How many of them actually survive out in the real world? They have to be sacrificed somewhere. You know what I mean? That's their idea.
Wow, we've gone from zebras to turtles.
All right, let's go to Mars.
Okay, let's go to Mars.
Mars, we're going to Mars. All right, so they found an ocean under Mars. What was it? Between a half a mile and 1.25 miles underground. There is an ocean buried underneath the surface of Mars.
When did
Cool.
they find this? I missed this.
Cool. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So what's the question? Did we have a question about it, or did we just?
yeah, I want to see if Mars has zebra muscles.
I knew you were going to ask that. I knew you were. I just knew it. I knew it was coming. I knew it.
Okay, I took that from Foggy Ozark. So
I just knew it.
So what? I know there's life in there. I know it. And in weird life news, the lungfish now has they've mapped the genome of the lungfish, and it's 30 times bigger than the human genome, DNA strands. I don't know what that means, but I read it and I went, oh, that's big.
And where are these fish?
Lungfish?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're not in the Ozarks.
They're not in the Mars water?
No, I think they're in, somebody will know. Where are lungfish? Anyway,
they're the ones that can walk on land.
Yeah.
You know those little pink ones that have the little things up on top? They're really dang cute, and they walk on land. They are so adorable. I just want to go over and just pet them.
I thought you were going to say they have like these little pink tutus.
Well, they do. They look like little tutus on the top. They like this. They're so dang cute. The little round eyes.
Not even be real. I just.
All right.
Okay. Will we be able to see life from that ocean in our lifetime? I mean, Elon Musk wants to go there, and that's another troll.
And I'll help donate to that cause.
Me too. I'll shove him off. If he needs somebody to shove it off of the tarmac to go, I'll be the one pushing. Let's go.
Get out of here.
Will we find life in our lifetime? But our lives are going to be. We're born at the time where we're going to be able to go back in time and be even younger with all of the stuff coming out. So I think we made it. Okay, so I think
we'll be able to go forward in time too.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to figure out this whole time line is not a line at all.
I'll be the one writing down all of the numbers for the lottery, and then we'll go back like 2 or 3 days and go get, and so that we can fund everything that we want to do. Okay, I'll be in charge of that.
You're a Gemini. You'll run off with that shit.
Well, then you guys will have to figure out how to harness that. Restrict me.
The ship. Okay, no, not the ship. The fish or wildlife or what other kind?
Big kind of
30 miles deep. Now,
like in that Mars water.
Yeah, in the Mars, it's like 30. They figure it to be like 30 miles deep, and the 30 might be a number that could be skewed, but they figure it to be on this Earth alone. We've only went 7 miles down on our crust, so the fact that it's 30 miles down, I don't know how they would get to it. I really don't. I can't imagine it, but let's see if they actually get it done. I literally got Victory and the Chariot. They figure it out. I wonder if it's just a probe, not an actual touch, not something they actually get to. And the Wheel of Fortune, I literally, the whole thing, Six of Wands, Victory, Chariot, they get it, and the Wheel of Fortune, the life cycle. Oh, the life cycle, that's how they figure it out. The life cycle of the planet, that's how they find them. And I just got a huge picture, and I'll let you guys talk.
We'll see if that's true. Go ahead.
I know. But I just got a picture of if they open something up, it's the dark that keeps them alive. If they throw light on it, they die. I don't know what that is about. I really don't. But I just got that whole picture of it's the dark that's keeping it alive.
Are they going to be like the little gremlins?
The little what?
Gremlins.
Gremlins?
Yeah. Remember the gremlins couldn't take a bright light? No?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you get, Danny? You got.
I got a lot of confusion, a lot of fighting, a lot of trying to figure out what is going on, a lot of money to try to find this stuff out, and then boom, something happens, tower moment happens where things just balance out. We get justice, the Chariot, and the Eight of Wands in the final outcome. So it just kind of like it shows up with this in the potential near future. Things just work. It looks like to me, and I'm going to pull my galactic deck, but it looks like to me from this spread is that we throw a bunch of money at it. We really try to make this happen, and we're looking in the wrong place. We're not using we're shining lights on it, so to speak, and that kills them all. We need to find it in the dark, is what Sheila was saying, right? So you can't put a light on it because you won't see it. You got to use a different method. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. And it's like, oh, I can't find it. I can't find it. Then boom, we find it. So yes.
I like it. I agree. I think that I think that we're going to find under the sea. I think they're going to find a family of something, someone, but we will have to go about this a different way. We won't be able to approach it the same way, like you said. But I feel like this news is coming. I don't think it's that far off. And I got both of the world cards, which means a whole new. Sheila's got me singing now. A whole new world. Can you tell me, kids? Okay. Yeah. So, a little too much Disney going on in there in my head. But yeah, whole new worlds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think you got Eight of Wands, and I got that too.
Yeah, I did.
I did. Yeah, everything's just going to be, we're going to get so much information so fast. It's going to be really cool.
So I agree, and I pulled my my galactic heritage, and just to show you the last card because it repeats kind of what we said. This is gonna be a while. We're gonna deal with new technology, and it's not the technology we think. But the last card I got was this one, and it's the Lemurian era, and the Lemurians are all about water and dolphin energy, yeah, and that, and my Lemurian sail crystal.
Well, I have Termine or whatever it's called.
That's white selenite.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
Helena.
that's
Yeah.
it. You can tell I'm not a crystal girl.
And I
But
knew that we can get in.
you know, somebody brought up a really good thing. Do you remember when Trump glitched for 21 seconds?
Which one?
The last one that he did, that he glitched. Sometimes I think that he has that little microphone in his ear and they're talking to him, and if it goes out or something like that, then he kind of he has to wait for direction. But I really want to read if it was a glitch or if it was a mechanical issue. Or would that come up as the same thing? I'm not sure.
You mean with Musk's Twitter?
No, the glitch. Well, we can talk about the slurring too. Well, why did he slur?
Because
But
he didn't have his denture glue in.
he couldn't have. Yeah, he could. I didn't realize. Does he really have Felt's teeth?
Oh, he's got to have dentures. He got or a bridge or something. Something's going on there.
Huh.
I mean, he could have been slurring. What do you think, Danny?
I listened to him in that speech for as long as I could, and I'm like, I don't hear him slurring. And then on Stephen Colbert, I don't know if they slowed it up or if they AI'd it, but I go, oh, okay, now he sounds like Sylvester. And
yeah, a lot of people that were watching it. I'm apparently frozen. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you. There you go.
Apparently, I was listening to it. It's like it was well into the speech he started slurring. Or whatever they were doing, whatever that nonsense was. But do you want to read and see if it was a glitch, a health problem, or if it was something, like...
Yeah, we can read it up, but I think it is I think he does have health issues.
Lori says Trump has veneers. He doesn't wear dentures. Okay. Well, then I don't know what was going on in his mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. He was slurring for sure.
Because it sounds like to me, maybe he just has veneers. I don't know. It sounded like to me like what happens when people don't have their dentures in right, or your bridge or something.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Or maybe his medicine kicked in.
I could have Dr. Ronnie Johnson keeps showing up with his bag of tricks.
He could have taken some medicine that kicked in halfway through the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I want to read
Ronnie Johnson if he's how much medicine he's given Trump, because Matthew Perry's in the news, which I mean it's devastating. What happened to him? Because I think he finally was getting his life back on track again, and he's had a rocky road with his drug addiction, and now 5 people are charged in his death, and some of it, I think there's 2 doctors associated with that. So is Ronnie Jackson, what's his name? Johnson? Is he being loose with the drugs that he's given to Trump? Is he?
All right, let's ask.
Or is he giving drugs to Trump? That's right.
I mean, they called him the candy man at the White House.
Did they?
Yeah. Is Ronnie Jackson, the ex-doctor.
Okay, this is how many times have I gotten this card for him? Today.
Wow.
The way he's living his life is going to change. Yeah.
I have 2 queens around him, and the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups.
Wow. So there's 2 ladies that know what's going on. I mean, I definitely got this. These 2 came flying out of the deck. This is a yes. Whatever you want, and I'll help you go down, go up, go in when you need something after you go down. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I can explain is the Queen of Wands, which there's a whole bunch of other stuff, ambition for the political. Queen of Wands is also very political in the ambitions of it, but it's literally doing this, entertainment purposes only.
Doing
And then
what?
it's the Queen of Cups, the ambition, the political ambition is doing this to him. Is doing this to him, and then I got the Queen of Cups, which is a new horizon, a new romance, maybe a creative, a visionary. Somebody's like pushing. If I take the Queen of Cups out of context of what a Queen of Cups is in the wonderful light, the Queen of Cups could also be the manipulator, the emotional manipulator. And if I have to take it into that context of what's going on with the emotional political manipulator and the health manipulator, which is taken on too much for it. So I don't know. Y'all take what you got, whatever you're thinking about it.
Go ahead, Lori.
I already went.
Oh,
Those two popped out, and I just went with it.
okay. Then I'll go. I definitely have. He's in trouble. He's juggling things. He's trying. He goes, help me out. Help me, fix me, make me back. I need that magic. Give me something that's gonna help me out. Ronnie Jackson gives him a little cup full of some stuff, although I'm not quite so sure it's a cup. But it increases his illusion delusion. I think it's not being administered correctly. And I do think this whole election cycle is driving him nuts. Because I have the Joe Biden card in the potential near future, which is, he would love to get a little calmer, is what I just heard. So he's not so anxiety prone. He'd like to have a little more control over that, but he doesn't have it right. He's got the Two of Swords. He doesn't know, should I take more? Should I take less or whatever? And he's got the Four of Swords, which is he's taking too much, and he needs to rest a little bit. This is the health card that is not good for him. So I think that Ronnie's given him too much, or he's taken too much. And I didn't get the Death New Beginning card for him. I leave that to Sheila because her deck must be full of those cards.
Apparently, I've gotten one. Almost every reading that I've done today on Trump, I've gotten that card. Yeah.
Anyway,
it could be the Gemini filling the other Gemini. You know what I mean? I am not like him. I'm not a Gemini like him. Thank goodness.
No. All right, y'all. We're at 1:22. Can you believe it?
It went fast.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies with you all. Yes.
It does.
So let's pull one last one for just the collective to send us all on our way. Thank you all for joining us, and please like and subscribe to The Way of Positive Change in Celtic Sheila Tarot. Please.
And Danny, don't forget to subscribe to Danny.
Don't forget me. Where's my million deck? I want to. Here it is.
Kathy,
Since we're talking about Mars.
Yeah, Kathy Bourdon says, thanks guys. First time I've heard all three of you together. We've been doing this for a few years.
3 years.
3 years.
3.
Wow.
I know. That's what I thought too. This goes by fast.
And we're still reading on the same knucklehead.
Yeah, I know. But we're going to head into our 4th Halloween. It's coming up.
Didn't Danny come on as the paper bag or Mr. Bag?
That was
the unknown psychic.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
I just saw that thumbnail. I could still use it again because I had a paper bag over my head.
Oh.
What's that?
A dog.
A dog?
Doogie dog.
Dog's going, hey, take me for a walk. Oh, look at that dog. That's a good dog.
Instead of my dog, it's raining outside. She's wet.
All right. Here we go. Old Silver, you share a birthday with me?
No.
That would be you and Denise Knight.
Yeah, so
your birthday.
Is Old Silver, like, is that why I'm like missing a lot of presents? Because I have to share them?
Danny, there's enough presents for everyone.
There is. You're right. I'm just being a little greedy.
Nobody can take what is truly yours by divine right.
Exactly. I used to tell my kids that. This is like they'd always get all kinds of jealous. I'm like, I have enough love for the both of you. It's unlimited. There's nothing out there that's going to take away your love or take away your love. It usually subsided the jealousy.
Thank you, Foggy. Thank you.
Thank you, Foggy.
All right. So y'all go ahead.
Okay, I'll go first. What I got was the Seven of Wands, was his determination and courage. Determination and courage is the card for us, and that really fits it perfectly because we have a few rocky roads to come ahead, and a lot of blah, 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 blah is going to hit our attention, and we just got to have determination and courage, and we will get there. I promise you that. We will get there. We are going to see the fruits of our labor.
Yeah. You want to be last, Lori, or you want me to be last?
It's your channel. I think
you go ahead right now. Go ahead.
I think it's really important to pay it forward. Okay? And I know everybody, all the light workers in your viewing audience are already paying it forward, but this is a big time to work with others, help where you can, and remember to ask for it if you're the one that needs it.
Yeah.
Work together
and receive it.
Receive, open to receive, give, receive, work together.
It's funny how hard it is for some of us to actually receive.
That is very true.
We're so, no, I'll give, but you want me to take this?
Yeah. And I mean, spiritually, that's like, that's like saying you came here to just exhale. You got to inhale.
Right. I love that.
Me too. What a great analogy.
That's really good.
You're brilliant. I love it.
You didn't come here to just give. You've got to refuel.
Yes. All right. I am using my Lemurian deck. Thank you for that, Lori. But I'm using my Lemurian deck. And just to reiterate what Sheila said and what Lori said, the first card I got was the third eye chakra, pineal perspective. A lot of times we'll hear things and we'll use our eyes and it'll go into our brains and it'll trigger us. Use our third eye more. Use our intuitive vision more, because that's really what the truth is about. And then because we talked about Lake Ozark, we talked about lungfish, frogfish, the boats.
Zebra mussels. Sharks.
I got water. The overflow, just the overflowing of emotions that could happen to us. And it can also be the healing energy. So pick which energy you want. I like the healing energy with it. And then the last one is what you were talking about, Lori, air. We've got to inhale, we've got to exhale, and we are in the middle of a paradigm shift. And so we came here. We picked our uteruses. We picked them.
We chose that uterus to come into.
At this time. So yeah. And so we're witnessing this shift, and it's exciting. So woohoo.
It is very exciting.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right.
All
Any
right.
last words except bye-bye?
Hold on, the tilt-a-whirl's gonna spin.
Until buckle up.
We are literally coming to the fruition of our labor. It's been 10 years, 10-year cycle. Somebody, was it Hogarth that said that the United States was on a 10-year cycle?
I don't know.
It's astrology.
I'll say yes. Why not?
Yeah, I think so. Like he said that the United States is on a 10-year cycle, and we're coming to the end of a cycle.
Yes. Well, it certainly feels like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right, you all. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you all. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Bye-bye.
Bye.